What is going on, everybody? On here, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. It is a well-deserved day of hopefully not doing too much. I did man the grill today, but other than that, it was fairly relaxing. So it is that time of the week when we're going to get into our distribution update. So a lot of fun stuff going on. And where do we want to begin? Dragon Ball Super. Let's talk. Fusion World, there's really not that much to talk about here. FB12, get your orders in. FB10, the boxes are sitting at $250. Pre-release attendance was good, quite honestly. And it's not a game that we've really run pre-release on up until really the last two sets, because it was kind of dead in our area. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with FB11. So FB10 was the last set with the order window closed before things started to get a little heated, most notably early March. The new anime, new season of the anime, whatever, one of you nerds can correct me in the comment section, was announced, and all of a sudden there was a lot more interest for the game. So we'll see what happens there. I do want to mention Digimon. Somebody mentioned this to me today. But the new Digimon set, the boxes are at like $105. So it's started to be profitable. Fingers crossed. Don't want to jinx anything. But if this is the case, then Bandai all of a sudden is batting 1,000, which I think is pretty interesting. Final Fantasy, not much here. When is it? The next set's not till August, I don't think. August? Yeah, August 7th. Let's see, Flesh and Blood, nothing there. Godzilla, nothing new here. We do have these sleeves that are coming out with packs in the next couple weeks. No idea what's going on after that, but I can only imagine how few of these were ordered. In fact, I would imagine that my order is probably like 5-10% of the total market, just because I think it's cool. And I don't really care. So, moving on, Gundam. This Friday, coming up, we have the release of EB01, which is the Chibi Gundam set. As I mentioned before, print run super tight. And then we go right into, this is BP05 is what it's called here. It's really GD05, so Gundam 05, not Booster Pack 5. I don't know why it's labeled a little bit weird here, but it doesn't really matter. This is the anniversary set. It's going to be super interesting to see what the print run looks like. But everybody's super hyped for that set, and I can only imagine that things are going to go nuts here. For those of you who don't watch my normal videos, GDO3, GDO4, the sell-through is to the point where the box price is going to start to go parabolic, especially with GDO4. We're probably a month away from getting to like 6,000, 6,500 boxes on TCG Player, which is an astronomical amount. That's like a one-piece level amount of sell-through. So, and it seems like the amount of sell-through on each set continues to go up. Now, again, this is just TCG Player. There could be some theoretical impact on this where people are selling more on TCG Player, and that's why the sell-through is going up, but it also takes a willing buyer. So, take that for what it is. Hololive, really not a whole heck of a lot here. We talk about the summer set every week. The CBO1 should be a banger, so we'll see. This set just came out. I think it's doing well. I think the boxes are like $70, which is pretty good for a $45 box. And the sell-through on TCG Player is reasonably good. So that's that. Lorcana, oh my God, this fucking game has gone absolutely nuts in the last week. That is not a sigh of disgust. That is a sigh of everything, basically from Shimmering Skies, Jafar, Arcasia, and whatever the other shitty set is, aren't really doing much. I don't know what it's called. But then everything after Fables is zooming. Attack of the Vines coming out in a month. I would imagine that there was zero chance at increasing print run for this. So Attack of the Vine, I assume, is going to perform better than Wilds Unknown, just because people want it. I saw the two chase cards. They're bangers. One's a Beauty and the Beast. One's a Lilo and Stitch. card. And all of a sudden, the price goes up. So when the price goes up, people want to buy it. It is what it is. And at this point, I believe distribution is pretty much sold out of everything. PhD has a little bit of stuff there, but it's good and bad. So they ratchet the price up as the market price goes up, which really supports the downside. So stores can't dump product and smash the market, but it also limits the amount of profit you can make on the product. Quite honestly, I don't have an issue with it because if you were supporting the game, running the game, etc., you would have the boxes to begin with. So it kind of is what it is. And again, full disclosure, Lorcana is not really something I paid attention to because when the boxes are selling for $90 online and they're $87 from distribution, it's not a business. It's just kind of shit. So, okay, moving on. My Little Pony, I think I mentioned last week, they just announced a Halloween and a Christmas set, which should be cool. Now, what's a little concerning is PhD picked the game up, Universal picked the game up, so I am a little nervous that it might get overprinted at this point, because even the first set that was a pretty tight print run, probably 50,000 boxes, maybe a little bit less, all in. Again, this is just my ASPL number, because I know they are selling to shops who are seemingly undercutting the shit out of the market on eBay and on Walmart, which I think is fascinating. So, Kaio, if you guys are watching the video, clean your fucking shit up. Because if you selling direct to stores and publishing their name on your website and having them smash the price, we have people come to the shop and say, "Hey, why would I pay $59.80 or whatever retail is for boxes when I can buy them for $49.99 from Izzy's shit shop in wherever, South Dakota, North Dakota, whatever it is?" So you guys are really going to have to clean that up because that is going to become a problem very, very quickly. And again, I think the problem is it's you guys are publishing the names of the partner store on your website. So you can't do that and have them smash the market. So anyway, I have full faith that you won't fuck this up. It might just take 6 months to happen. So moving on, let's see. One Piece. So I think I mentioned last week, and we have a bunch of stuff that's due. We have the illustration box 9 to 10. We have some starters coming out, and the starters are going absolutely nuts. Double Pack 13 is over. Oh, Heroine set. So this is Heroine gift collection. So I don't exactly know what the SKU is, but it looks like it's the second iteration of EB03, but it's in a little bit different packaging. I don't know. Somebody correct me in the comments. I just saw it, ordered it, and as usual, you click on this from every distributor, and it doesn't tell you shit. So, blah, 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 some synergy copying with EB05, new type of product with a large display. So that tells you all you need to know. It's probably going to be good if it's a new type product, and at this point, they can't possibly overprint it. OP17 again. Little Birdie tells me that the amount of product that Southern and PhD are getting is not a lot. It is not going to destroy the market. In fact, it is far less than what I thought they would be getting. So it does seem like they were true to their word where they're not going to impact Universal and GTS supporting the game from the beginning. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how well received the set is here. Again, this anniversary set. But, I mean, the amount of product those two are getting, just based on what I hear, is alarmingly low, which is not something that you hear very often in the TCG space. So, moving on, Riftbound League of Legends. We haven't gotten a reprint for like 3 weeks now, which is absolutely fantastic. Unleashed, still in the shitter, $110 a box. Spirit Forged, $125 a box, $130 a box, still in the shitter. Origins it's starting to rebound a little bit. We're sitting at 180. 200s in spitting distance, although it's really weird on TCG Player because there's just stores that blast boxes out and they sell every day. So it's completely off the record. But I do want to mention Proving Grounds. These came out, and the second wave, it was a fucking metric ton. They churned through the system, and there's still like 250, 300 on TCG Player listed right now, but the price of these has moved back up to $60. So at least they're profitable to ship and sell because these things are giant bricks. But again, the allocations from Vendetta, it looks like the amount of product that they've sent to distribution is light. So, fingers crossed, these guys removed their head from their ass and they have stopped printing shit, or at least stopped shipping stuff that they already have printed. We'll see. Not holding my breath. Shardbugs, I do want to talk about this very briefly. Luis, I believe he's the creator, and I know him a little bit from the Sorcery world. Reached out, we had a good conversation about Shardbugs. He sent me a couple things to take a look at. I will do an opening on this at some point. It's just been super, super busy. Seems like a fun game. Again, I don't really have time to play games that much. But just like the video I did for Bo Jackson Battle Arena, which I think that's super cool too. Definitely check it out. And I mean, the boxes are cheap. I think they're like $50 on Southern's website, and I don't even know what retail is. 60, 70, 65. It's a super cheap price point. So it's definitely worth checking out. Oh, let's see. Sorcery, no news. The boxes keep going up because there's nothing coming to market. But if there's no new set, these things are going to correct very, very quickly. And I have no faith that the idiots that run this company are actually printing a new set. You do have to manage expectations. And these nerds, they don't have any concept of doing that, which is why it's frustrating and quite honestly why the game isn't an absolute banger. It's due to mismanagement. It's not the quality of the game. It's not the quality of the artwork. It's just the fact that the management team is a bunch of fuck-ups and they don't really know what they're doing. So anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! We have another new box coming out here. It does look like Battle of Legends Glorious Gallery. I think this has serialized as well. It certainly has the alt arts is doing well. This is the first one that has both, I believe. Chaos Origins coming out in a couple weeks will do well. And then the Magnificent Monsters, it's gonna be crazy. I kind of knew that Yu-Gi-Oh was back when I took my 5-year-old to Target. And, normally you see Pokemon packs just ripped and shredded and people stealing shit, right? Of course, there's no Pokemon there because it just disappears instantly. From folks that don't want to rip it, they want to steal it or they want to buy it and they want to fucking sell it and make $5 a pack because they're fucking stupid. But Yu-Gi-Oh, there's packs that were sitting there and Rarity Collection 5 packs that were ripped open and stolen. So a normal person would look at that and say, wow, this is sad. Humanity sucks. I look at it and say, Yu-Gi-Oh's back, motherfuckers. Let's go. Because if people are stealing it, there's interest. That's just the way the world works. So let's see. Let's talk Weiss real quick. Not a whole lot here. We have a couple sets I don't really give a shit about. This is this Umamasumumi, whatever the fuck it is, Pretty Derby. Yeah, it's chicks with lower body horses. It's fucking stupid. Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus. I got stuck with a case from a distributor from one of the last Rascal sets that's sitting at like $650, well below what I paid for it. Yeah, no thanks. It's a hard pass. But then we have Nikki. And again, with Nikki, there are going to be on-card autographs and serialized cards in English for the first time. On-card autographs for the first time, not serialized for the first time. So it's going to do well. I didn't talk about UA. Union Arena. So here's another one of the fucking the horse chicks. It's kind of funny. Again, release date February 2027. Time is absolutely flying. Gurren, I don't even know what this is. And if I click on this, I don't know what it is. I don't even care. The boxes are moving. The brick and mortar restricted, which I don't see on here. They didn't remove it, did they? They probably just didn't put it in here. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't see the brick and mortar restriction on here now, but we did see it in the past, so I assume they just missed it. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, doesn't really matter. So, moving to Magic, and I just want to say, Marvel Superheroes Playboxes have now passed the total number of sales on TCG Player that Avatar: The Last Airbender did in their release week. That is Monday through Sunday. So all of the loudmouth idiot fucking Timmys out there saying, I'm just going to buy Strixhaven and I'm not going to spend any money on Marvel because fuck WotC. I'll show them. I'll give them my money for this set, not the other one. You're fucking idiots. The set's selling extremely well. Now, collector boxes, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to that. I pay more attention to the play boxes because, quite honestly, it's the dead weight product, right? It is the high volume product for the common folk, we'll call it. There's just quite a phrase. You know, some idiot's going to make a comment in the comment section. You can fuck off already. But the fact that Marvel Superheroes play boxes have outsold Avatar during release week tells you all you need to know. Avatar was one of those sets where every fucking nerd on the planet is like, I can't wait for Avatar. It's going to be awesome. Fuck Spider-Man. And those same nerds are like, you know what? Fuck Marvel. It's going to be Spider-Man 2.0. The set is selling in spite of the loudmouth fucktard Timmys. And look, I'm not a comic book guy. I don't really care that much about Marvel. Quite honestly, I don't give a shit about Avatar either. But the set is selling. And the sell-through is it's reasonably good at this point, which is it's super interesting. So that being said, we have sweet little baby Jesus. We finally got the rest of our Strixhaven booster bundles shipped to us this week from pretty much everybody. So thank you, WotC, for having an April 24th release product finally fucking get to me by June 24th. Fuck you. You guys are scumbags because you sent them to big box stores. At some point, you're going to get kicked in the balls. It's not going to be today. It's not going to be tomorrow. But it was a scummy thing to do with that, and it was a scummy thing to do with Codex bundles. Anyway, I digress. Marvel's moving, which is good. We have Hobbit allocations already, and it does look like the Hobbit. The print run is similar to Marvel. However, the bundles are through the roof because apparently they've been printing these instead of printing the other shit. The draft nights are high-ish, but about the same. And then the scene boxes are strong. The collector boxes and the play boxes are almost identical as far as I can tell, which tells me that they ship the same to distribution, and they probably printed 5 times as much to dump on Amazon, which, as long as they don't undercut the market price, I have no issue with that. Just stay at retail price, thereabouts, sell a little bit on the high side, and then everything's cool. That being said, we have Reality Fracture. Orders are due in about 10 days, so just don't forget about that because this fucking set doesn't come out. The order is due like, what is that? 7, 8, 4 months, just under 4 months before the set's out, which is super, super bizarre. But it does look like 2027 in universe, which is kind of fascinating. Because I rarely get this information, and you know, I had a little birdie tell me that it looks like there's potentially a return to New Capenna, which is kind of weird, and a return to Kaldheim at the end of the year, and then some other plan I never heard about because I don't give a shit about the nerd stuff, which is super interesting. And again, looking at the universes beyond, I would imagine we're going to have a Marvel set. What's interesting is all of this Ultra Pro Final Fantasy stuff that's coming out in October. It's going to land at the same time that all these spoilers are coming out for the 2027 set schedule. And I don't understand why they would push Final Fantasy again. Because there's really not a spoiler. I guess the last piece of Final Fantasy VII remake, whatever the first PlayStation 1 was. I guess that's coming out, but I mean that's been kind of shitty to begin with. Like it's bits and pieces, and you play. It's like three scenes, and then it's over. It fucking sucks, quite honestly. I wish they would have put it all together at one time and then pushed it out. So it almost seems like it's a half-ass Kickstarter type of game. Just my own opinion. That being said, I'm actually playing through Final Fantasy 3 on PlayStation 5 because it was there. It's something that I haven't played in a while, and it's not going to suck the life out of me sitting here for hours upon end because I'll play it for 20 minutes and get up and do something else. So, other than that, there is going to be a Hobbit holiday set. Just FYI, the lands are going to be printed. Little Birdie again told me that they're being printed by Millennium Print Group, who is owned by Pokemon. So those of you who are fucking retarded and you think that Pokemon bought Millennium Print Group just to print Pokemon, they didn't. They bought it so they can control their own print run, but it is a standalone company with valuable customers, and it is for profit. So that being said, let's talk Pokemon. Everybody's favorite. So every dipshit PokeTuber in the world is talking about how all these sets are doing terribly. Chaos Rising booster boxes are fucking terrible. Yeah, $235 and distro cost is like $103 or less. It's absolutely terrible. I'm half kidding. The Pokemon market's on fire. We did get the Wave 2 of the Lumio City. We've already gotten the Wave 2 of the Mega Moonlit Tins. They kind of ship together for most distributors. All the Mega Lucario battle decks came in. Congratulations on everybody on these for getting them. Being facetious. Yeah, we'll figure out what to do with them. But it's a cost of doing business. Mega Greninja's coming out. And again, this one was printed a little bit more lightly than everything else. So this is going to be a little bit tougher to get. So if you are promo hunting, this is probably one to keep an eye on. It's not great. It's not terrible. You get a reusable sticker. I didn't fucking know that was thing. But the promo on this is probably interesting just because it's going to be shorter printed than normal EX boxes. Then we have Pitch Black. I mean, the booster boxes right now are selling for like $275. It's going to be fine. First Partner Series 2 just came out for the first wave. Those are selling for like $58. We have First Partner Series 3 coming out. Mega Forces tins. These are really, really cool. There's 4 of them. And I think they already said there's going to be 2 Pitch Black, a Chaos Rising, and a Perfect Order in here, I think, is what they said. I'll just click on it, see if it's in the picture. It is not in the picture. Oh, by the way, I do want to mention the Mega Moonlit tin, the Gengar. The promo is selling for like $7 or $8. So don't sleep on the tins here. At least these tins. Now, if we go to the Ascended tins, this is a little bit shittier because these are the exact same promos that are in the EX boxes with the oh my god, Mega Meganium for Alligator, and I feel like a super nerd that I know what those are. But it's the exact same promo. That being said, as I've told you guys before, just because they stopped printing this set 6 weeks ago doesn't mean all those packs have made it to market. There is a very, very long lead time. They have printed a shitload of Destined Rivals booster packs. They haven't made it to market yet. Now, we've had ETB drops for Walmart. We've had that for Target. We have not seen Destined Rivals ETBs make it to distribution. We've seen a shitload of Destined Rivals booster boxes make it to Europe. We have not had a reprint land of any set, I think, since the Super Premium collections and the 151 mini tins. That was probably 6 to 8 weeks ago. It's not that they don't exist. They do exist. I have a feeling that they have been saving all of this stuff up, and they are potentially, again, I have no knowledge of this. I know the items that are printed. I know how much is printed. I know what sets are printed. I know where they go to be packed. I don't know what they get packed in. I can make an educated guess. But knowing that there is a lot of product out there, I am guessing that there is going to be a sizable amount of SKUs and volume of SKUs. Excuse me. Sitting in front of a grill and inhaling smoke all day is great. There are a massive amount of SKUs with volume that could potentially be dropped right around 30th anniversary, because if they don't drop other products to disperse the amount of spend, 30th anniversary ETBs at release are going to be north of $200. They're going to be absolutely batshit crazy, completely unaffordable. In the eyes of Pokemon, in my eyes, $200 for a box is a fucking rounding error at this point. And for most people it is, because it's still less than what your normal booster boxes are. And people are going to want to rip the product. But the only way to keep the price of this stuff down, and this is just conceptually, it's probably still not going to work in practice, is you have to drop tens of millions of dollars of product, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of product at retail price, either through distribution, through Pokemon Center. You can't use big box stores because you guys know it doesn't work. And you have to diversify / disperse the spend so it doesn't become targeted on something like Ascended Heroes and just blow the price out of the water, because there's just too much money chasing too little product. So going to be super interesting to see what happens there. I highly recommend everybody stay liquid, because there is most likely going to be an opportunity here. Now, granted, it's probably not for 2 months. Oh, shit. Yeah, 30th anniversary is less than 3 months away. 2 months we'll have allocation. So it's going to be what it's going to be. So anyway, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, check out Bojack's Battle Arena, check out Shardbugs. And hopefully you had a great Father's Day.